What's up, world? What's up? What's up? We're gonna go ahead and speak on the importance of being self-efficient, self-reliant. It doesn't even necessarily have to be just yourself, but it's just a matter of being as self-efficient and self-reliant as you possibly can, as far as in your household. Um, I understand that not everybody has the resources and capabilities to be able to do it, but I encourage people that if you have the resources and capabilities, ensure throughout life in general that you're taking every inch of opportunity that comes your way. So when it comes on the resources, if you have a garden or not even a garden, let's say you have a yard, you know what I mean, and or even if you have a space, any space where it's not being operated, like a porch area that you have a little corner, you know what I mean. Even if it's just getting a small little thing or a couple pots, growing like herbs, like spices, like any little herb family. Like for an example, you have cilantro, spices that that you might put in. You know what I mean? So if you look up like cilantro family, you'll see like all the herbs, like the cilantro. You have a lot of different. Can't come to the top of my head right now, but my point is, if you grow the slightest thing, right? Not only could it save you money when it comes on the price gouging because of groceries and everything, but it could save you that $5-6, you know what I mean? And that $5-6 adds up. But more importantly than that, it saves you it's a survival tactic. You know what I mean? If you have the capabilities, I strongly suggest everybody should have some type of plants growing. You know what I mean? Because edible, preferably. Try to grow something that's edible. That way, if all comes down to it, you can have something to eat, right? That you know is nutritious and everything. So you can grow anything in this pot. You can grow spices for your cookings. You know what I'm saying? Like omelets, it's good for cilantro. It's good for omelets and stuff. You can maybe grow some lettuce heads if you got the climate for it. Whatever it is that's in your area, do some research as far as like the farm history goes to see, because some places are really cool that could grow lettuce and stuff. Some places could grow carrots. Some places could grow watermelon. So depending on your climate, depending on your situation, try to look at as much fruits and vegetables that you can participate in growing. Sometimes if you have like a porch area, you can actually grow some cucumbers, because cucumbers, if you put yourself I forgot what the name they call it, but if you craft yourself kind of like it's like I forgot what it's called. Basically, all it is like some sticks that you place together. That how like I'm really trying to think of what it's called. So any vine plant, right? Most vine plant like tomatoes and cucumbers, as I know for sure, they need this thing in the back of them where it's a support system. Basically, you just take a bunch of sticks and you could just tie them together to make, like, you see how I'm doing with my fingers, to make like this, right? Basically, it's just I don't really know how to explain. If you get me, then you get me, right? This message is for people that understand what I'm trying to say. You make it to where the vines could go through the sticks. Like, you just craft yourself a figure that you piece it all together. Go to your flower shop or look it up on Google, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see cucumbers. Look up these things. So what I'm just trying to suggest is, if you have the resources, do some research on what kind of plants you could grow. The climate. You know what I mean? Because you might be in a climate where you can grow a lot of, or the plant that you're trying to grow might grow extremely well in that area. So I encourage you guys to do your research. Encourage you guys to do your research on how to grow the plants, because if you have the space, you know what I mean. If you have a little corner on your porch or your patio, because not everybody's got a backyard in front of you. I understand, but most cases, if you don't, you have like a patio, right? So let's try to utilize that. Let's try not to just think like, oh, because we have to have a yard to grow. No, like you can get a pot. You can get a thing. It comes down to, because it's two options, right? all fails, you're either gonna starve or you're going to, and this is just real, right? You're either gonna starve or you're going to have some type of resource in your home that can, feed you. You know what I'm saying? So try to just, I would rather you have some little spices, little cilantro, little lettuce head, little carrots in your little pot than nothing at all, right? So you can grow peach trees, like not peach full trees, but there's certain plants that grow berries. Like there's plants that like this small that grows berries. So let's just try to think broad here, right? We're here to think open-minded, right? So I want you guys to just look around your house or apartment or whatever the case is, and kind of just say to yourself like, yo, if I wanted to put a plant, where would I put it? All right, cool. I've got this much space. Okay, cool. And depending on how much space you got, that's how much you could grow. Now you go ahead and you search up your climate. Go ahead and if you're cold, if you're in a cold environment like England or somewhere, for the most part, go on Google and research what is the best plants to grow in England or in a cold environment in general. Google Google's did many researches on it. Many people upload that's what Google is. People upload the stuff all the time, like their research and stuff. So go ahead and people sitting on already done the work for us. They already tested all of these things, like so. All right, so now that you space your garden, now that you've kind of figured out, okay, I could plant tomatoes or whatever the case is. Go ahead, go on Google, research, what plants grow the best. I mean, not tomatoes, but what I'm saying is once you establish on the size of plants that you can grow, how much you can grow, and all of that. Because if you got a small patio, I don't think you can be growing watermelons. You know what I mean? That's my point. So at first you want to establish how much plants you can grow and the size of the plants, because pretty much we know the size. We have an idea on, all right, I know that if I'm got this little space, I'm not growing no cantaloupe and all of that craziness. I'm not growing no pumpkin. I'm probably grow like some asparagus or something. You know what I mean? So that's important. Once you establish on what size plants you get, what plants you might be able to grow, go ahead, search up the location. So now the climate. Now that you have the climate, and you say, okay, these plants could grow in this type of climate, I can go ahead and make way for that. It's just all about self-efficiency. I encourage you guys to be self-efficient in many ways than one. You know what I mean? This topic is specifically on food, being food self-efficient or being, food resourceful. But we will be discussing more topics and more ways in later videos that you can be self-efficient, that you might not know about. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you find this video informative, helpful, educational, any of the sort, go ahead and smash the like button. Also, if you would like to see more of the content, just go ahead and hit subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for continuing to show the videos some love and all of that. Appreciate it. And I will stay tuned, stay posted, and keep you guys going. All right. So I'll see you soon.